Hi everyone, welcome to another tarot pick a card reading. Thank you so much for being here and I hope that you're all doing great. Today's reading is Messages and Blessings from Hecate. Crossroads, Power and Protection. We have three piles. Number one is Black Onyx, Hecate, Underworld, and this card is representing the crossroads. Pile 2, Black Obsidian, High Priestess, Conduit, and this card is representing power. Pile 3, Black Tourmaline, Witches of the Craft, Proficiency, and this card is representing protection. Pause the video if you need more time, and I will continue with our readings. Thank you. If you have chosen Hecate, Underworld card and the Black Onyx, this will be your reading. So let's see. What is the message and the blessings from Hecate? Ten of Swords, Seven of Coins, Tower reversed, Five of Cups, Four of Wands, Samhain, Death, Spell, Manifestation, Cloak, Concealment, Close, Gossip, Lemon, Bitterness, Rosemary, Memories, Book, Bear, Cross, Egg, success assured with good plans and hard work. Boat, money or property through an inheritance, winning or windfall. Cobweb, protected from negative forces beyond your control. Kite, vacation. Oops. Nothing will come of this situation. Step out of your comfort zone, North Node. You're very close to achieving your goal. You have chosen Hecate and the Underworld. And this is special. It reveals that you are at the crossroads. You have picked this card because probably you are ready to face some truth and release what no longer is serving you. You want to claim guidance here, So you went straight forward to the card of Hecate. So what this is telling me is that most likely you are consciously or subconsciously looking for an initiation. What is this initiation about, these crossroads where you're finding yourself in? We have this underworld paired with Ten of Swords, Tower reversed, Five of Cups. These are heavy cards. And it feels like something has broken. A betrayal, a collapse, maybe an ending that wasn't clean. Maybe just an overwhelming period in your life where everything felt too much. Hecate is not just the goddess of the darkness. She is the one who lights the torch inside this darkness. So this is your crossroads. And you're not stuck. You are being redirected. You have cards, in all of this, you have cards like the Seven of Coins, the Four of Wands. This means that you have already planted the necessary seeds. Even if you feel lost or scattered at the moment, Spirit is saying there is something worth building here. There's a long-term reward, but only if you stop looking at what you lost and start trusting what you are becoming. You have Samhain Death card, and this is of course a confirmation that a spiritual cycle has ended. Spell manifestation, what you thought was lost, probably will return, but in new form. You have cast a powerful energy forward, and all of this is in motion. You have cloak, concealment, gossip. You have been hiding parts of yourself, maybe for protection, maybe because you found yourself around people who couldn't really see your light clearly. That period is over. You don't need to dim your light anymore. We have lemon, bitterness, rosemary, and memories. There is grief here. Yes, especially combined with the Five of Cups energy. But you are being asked to remember who you were before this pain. Not to erase the pain, but to transform it, to integrate in your authentic self and find your balance. We have Book, Bear, Cross. It looks like you have been carrying this cross, this burden, this heavy truth on your own. Maybe a secret, maybe something that can feel karmic or ancestral, maybe something related to somebody else, not necessarily related to your love life. It can be related to anything, to your career, to your existence, anything. But Bear says that you are stronger than what you think. This is not meant to leave you in the Ten of Swords state. Remember that the Ten of Swords carries that energy of Hecate. In the Ten of Swords there is darkness, there is pain, but deep down in the background there is the light, the horizon. So there is hope and there is guidance. So what this is for you is a calling, an initiation, to awaken the power that was always hidden inside you. You're very close to achieving your goal. Step out of your comfort zone because nothing will come of this situation. So what do we understand? There is something you're holding on to emotionally, guys, and this is what drives us back to the Tower reversed. Maybe hoping that, I don't know, a situation will not end, a person will come back, you will not lose something, it will fix itself, or finally something will give you closure. But Spirit says you're kind of focusing on this situation that is not on the Tower reversed, which is not really the point here. Your blessing is what is waiting for you outside of your comfort zone. So don't try to fix what cannot be fixed right now just because you want to avoid the Ten of Swords. Because this is where your real power is. This is what your transformation is all about. But you need a break, a small one. Rest is sacred right now. This vacation, this doesn't mean necessarily that you have to, spend your week by the beach. If you can do that, even better. But the point is this, you need a break from a mindset. It doesn't have to be literal. It can also be spiritual. It can be emotional. You need a break from this. From what you have defined as your comfort zone. Cobweb, don't be afraid to get out of these limitations. Don't be afraid to turn this Tower card upright. Because you are divinely protected. Nothing dark can reach you now. The only darkness that you are afraid of is to see what has already happened. This is what the cards are saying. You got both. An unexpected blessing is coming. Either through money, a gift, or something that feels like finally cosmic payback. And the egg, your success is assured as long as you keep going. Don't quit right before your breakthrough. So Hecate says that you don't have to do it all on your own and alone anymore. The weight that you have been carrying, this is not yours to carry. This is not going to be your burden forever. The pain, it had a purpose. But now it's time to go beyond that. You're standing at the crossroads, and Hecate lights your way. This is what I see. So let me know what you think. If you liked it, you can like and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye-bye. If you have chosen the High Priestess and Conduit card, and this is Black Obsidian, this will be your reading. This will be your message from Hecate. Let's see. Judgment reversed. Six of Swords reversed. Three of Cups. Ace of Swords. Knight of Swords reversed. Earth, grounding. Familiar, guardian. Scrying mirror, shadow. Nettle, caution. Blackberry, invasive. Apple, forbidden. Stars, fish, whip. Be bold and make the first move. Work through your fears. Take time to breathe out. Oops. Boot. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. Mice. Discord among friends or family. Eagle. Triumph over troubles and obstacles. Very nice. Very interesting. Ram. A stubborn, aggressive person. Aries. Unicorn. Use your intuition to make beneficial changes. You chose the High Priestess with a Conduit message. And in this case, this card is showing that you hold power. Not the type of power that comes from effort or trying to control, but the quiet, the sacred kind. This is about psychic power, emotional intelligence, and that feeling you get when you just know you have this feeling, like my intuition is telling me that this is happening, that this is the right thing. This is your power. Maybe you haven't always trusted it, but it's waking up. And Hecate is confirming that you are not making this up. It's happening. The tarot cards are describing a very interesting inner journey here. You have Judgment reversed and the Six of Swords reversed. You might feel like you're in a limbo right now, like you can't move forward because something behind you still feels incomplete. Maybe you are waiting for clarity, for closure, or even a sign that it's okay to let go. But the message here is very clear. Your clarity is within you. This is why you subconsciously chose the High Priestess. You don't need the past to fix itself in order for you to move forward. And you're not behind. You're exactly where your soul wanted to pause. The Three of Cups shows that there is also something about people here. Friendships, or maybe somebody who brought both joy and confusion in your life. Maybe you're wondering who's really with you in that journey. Maybe this is what is holding you back in the first place. Hecate is asking you to be cautious, but you don't have to close off. And you don't have to postpone your journey, your emotional, your spiritual journey, your transition and transformation, because you are afraid of what others might say, might think, or maybe what if you lose some people as you go. Be open, be receptive, but also maintain your own boundaries and work towards your journey because you are strong, you are powerful. So don't close off completely. The right people will be there with you. Then you have this Ace of Swords and the Knight of Swords reversed, which is quite interesting because there is this breakthrough coming. A truth, a moment of clarity. Maybe even a strong conversation with somebody that will shift everything. You are not meant to stay silent forever. But you need to wait until your energy is calm. Don't rush, don't be reactive, and don't respond. Speak your truth when you're ready, and speak from within, from your clarity. The oracles are also very intense cards with important messages for you. We have Earth grounding. Your power is strongest when you're calm, when you're slow, when you're rooted. This is why I'm telling you, don't overreact. Even if something is triggering you, take a step back. You can do that. Think about it and then decide what or how you're going to say it, whatever you want to say, and if it has a point in saying something. So it's important to understand that you shouldn't and you don't need to chase anything. You just need to be clear. Then you have familiar, there you go, guardian. Someone in the spiritual realm is protecting you right now. A guide, an ancestor, or your spirit animal, or your familiar. There is something, there is a protective energy that is close to you. Scry mirror and shadow. There are things that have been triggering your shadow. Okay, don't panic. It's part of the mirroring phase. Hecate shows you what you still need to heal. This is not about punishment, but it's about preparation. It's about almost initiation. The fact that you're even asking these deeper questions, like you are wondering, what should I say? Should I speak? Should I clarify a situation with somebody? Should I look for closure? Am I overreacting? You are asking all these things. This is the pattern that we see over here. All of these questions are showing that yes, you are already aware and you are already in your power. Nettle, caution, and blackberry here, invasive, and our apple, forbidden. Now, maybe you're dealing with someone or something that kind of pushes your boundaries, triggers you, or situations that are tempting you to go back into old habits. Spirit is not judging you, it's just asking you to wonder, is this helping you grow? Or is this draining your magic? You have stars, fish, and whip. You're meant for more. There is abundance and there is spiritual flow around you. But there is also mental tension. Maybe trying too hard to figure it all out. Spirit says, you're not behind. You're building slowly, and that is okay. Be bold and make the first move. When it's time, you will feel it, you will know it, and you will be ready. Work through your fears, especially when it comes to being misunderstood, wanting to react, feeling rejected. You're not too much. Take time to breathe out. Let yourself rest. Let things unfold. Trust your own rhythm. Boot. You're doing excellent. You need to keep going. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. Mice, be mindful of drama that might drain you. Not everything needs your energy. Exactly what I was telling you back there with the Ace of Swords. Eagle, even if you decide to be part of the drama, in the end you will rise above. So there will be breakthrough. The Ram, someone around you might be pushing, projecting. Make sure that you stay grounded. And with a unicorn, you know the answer already. Use your intuition. It's your superpower. So here, maybe on a practical level, we are dealing with some problematic communication, or the way that you are attaching yourself to other people. You are connecting to your people, but in front of you there is a calling. There is something that you are supposed to be doing here, and somehow I feel like you're postponing your growth, or you are making yourself small just to continue coexisting because you don't want to lose some people around you. So in that case, or maybe you are looking for closure from somebody that has not treated you, let's say, in a way that was proper. you don't have to shout, you don't have to react to show you're powerful. You don't have to prove to anyone that you are worthy. You are worthy. You are the priestess. You don't need to chase clarity. You just have to take a step back, ground yourself, and see things, see the bigger picture. And a suggestion, especially with these cards, it's not a good idea to be part of dramas, tension, because you're above this all. You have something different going on right now. So, if you take a step back, you will see how clearly you can see things, and you can have your own closure. You don't have to look around and initiate your path. This is what I see. I hope it helped. Let me know what you think. If you liked it, you can like and subscribe. And thank you so, so much for watching. Thank you. If you have chosen the Witches of the Craft card, Proficiency, and Black Tourmaline, this will be your message from Hecate. So let's see. What is your message? Three of coins. No, sorry, 8 of coins. Justice reversed. Tower reversed. Devil. 6 of Wands reversed. Homeland, Foundation. Magic Circle, Protection. Samhain, Death. Seaweed, Prediction. Chili Pepper, Ferocity. Chamomile, Relax. Anchor. Rider. Ship. Nothing will come of this situation. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. Step out of your comfort zone. Be bold and make the first move. Fly. Depression, a period of ill health. Older man, dealings or relationship with an older man. Will, indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. Wedge, someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. If you were drawn to this pile, Hecate is wrapping you in a cloak of protection. This is not just about shielding you from harm. This is about you becoming your own sanctuary. You are the witch of the craft. And Spirit is asking you, what are you protecting? And who is protecting you? The tarot cards are showing a very intense disruption, a sacred disruption, and a sacred return. We begin with this Eight of Coins. This is effort. You have been working. You have been working on yourself, your healing, your future. You're building something real, even if others maybe are not seeing this yet. But then we get to a very intense combination. Justice and Tower both reversed, and the Devil. This is something we need to address. And this is describing a situation where something is or has been extremely unfair. Maybe somebody has taken advantage of your effort, of your tendency to fix, to resolve, to bring balance. And I don't know, maybe you kept giving. Maybe you kept hoping that things would balance themselves as you were giving and giving energy. Maybe you stayed stuck in a pattern, thinking that, for example, love meant that we have to work on things, we have to try. But this doesn't have to be only about love. In terms of work, this could be about your career, your life in general. You have been overworking yourself, doing your best, giving everything, sacrificing your needs, your even your peace of mind to give to someone or to a situation, whether that was a lover or a friend or, I don't know, your boss, for example. But, now it's time to stop absorbing all of this. It looks like you have been absorbing the difficult energy of others. And that's not your job here. You're not here to carry somebody else's imbalance. You're not here to rebuild towers that keep collapsing because of others. So, look what you have here. You have a Six of Wands reversed. And this makes sense in what I'm telling you, because all these things that we have been seeing up to this point are expressed, are summarized into the Six of Wands reversed. You have worked for progress, but progress wasn't visible. It's like no one was noticing how hard you have fought to keep things together, to keep things going, to avoid the collapse of this tower. But Hecate sees it, and she says you don't need the crowd to recognize your victory. You just need to feel it inside your own bones. Let's see what is this protection that came forward so nicely over here. You have homeland and foundation, first of all. So you are returning to yourself, not to that self that was shrunk to exist, to coexist with people that were not seeing your effort. Not the one who tolerated too much, the one who remembers who she really is or he really is. And then we get to magic circle and protection. You're being spiritually shielded. You can feel tension, shifts, a strange energy around you. Trust it. This is cleansing energy. This is the release of all these things that you have been holding in just to maintain situations and help others. You're safe now. Then we see Samhain and death. This is the transformation. This is the moment where you really have to let go. You really have to embrace your anger, your stress, your shadow. And say, yes, no more. There is a part of me that doesn't want to tolerate any longer. There is a part of me who is upset. There is a part of me that feels that all of this was unfair and unjust. And I'm going to embrace that energy, because that energy will save me from this. Seaweed prediction. You have always known that there would be a moment of breakthrough. There would be a moment where you would say, I am protecting myself. You're intuitive. You have empathy. For some of you, maybe you are even psychic. Spirit is confirming that yes, you were right to feel the way you felt. Chili pepper, ferocity. You're allowed to burn hot, to protect your space, to speak your truth, even if it makes other people uncomfortable. And relax with chamomile. After the fire, let yourself rest. You are allowed peace now. You don't have to keep defending your heart. Spirit is doing that for you. Now, you can see very clearly you have here the anchor, the rider, and the ship. These cards are telling you to really start moving forward with what you want. You have to find your own place, your own way of expressing yourself. And there will be a specific message that will make you experience this trigger very clearly on a practical level. There will be a message that will make you want to move forward and change and transform. And this is, again, an initiation. It's time for you to detach from whatever is holding you stuck, which is most likely related to people, and start moving towards a place where you are going to be more welcomed. You need to find a different way to somehow connect to other people. And that is, of course, not by trying to help them and fix them. Nothing will come out of this situation. This doesn't mean that you have failed. It means that it's time for you to find people that will see you, that will understand you, because there is something or there is someone or a very specific situation that is keeping you stuck. So yes, you don't have to be stuck in this. This is not your problem. It's very clear. It's just that your energy has been like extremely understanding, extremely helpful, to the point where other people have kind of run over your kindness, kind of thing, and your availability. Balance spirituality and practicality. You don't have to choose between being mystical and being real. You can be both, just like you are right now. I think that you have found yourself in an environment or a specific aspect of your life where people somehow have normalized the idea that somehow you need to be what they wanted you to be. Being yourself wasn't okay. The Eight of Coins shows a constant effort also, if we combine it to these things, a constant effort to be somehow up to the standards of someone else. And what are these standards? Who is setting these standards? And somehow right now you're being more aware that, you know what, if I don't set my standards, somebody else will come forward and set these things for me. And I have to protect my energy. So these witches of the craft, together with the Eight of Coins, it makes so much sense. It's just that you have been working towards not towards the wrong direction, but for the wrong purpose. So here you are rediscovering your purpose as you protect yourself. Step out of your comfort zone, because guys, honestly, this isn't a comfort zone. This is a situation where somehow you had to become small to exist. So make that choice. Be bold and make the first move. Get out of that comfort zone. flying. There may have been, I don't know, like moments or a period of low energy or emotional heaviness. But right now it's being lifted. This is not your forever. With this older man, maybe we have an influence, a father figure, a boss, or even a memory, or even ancestral patterns, ancestral baggage that maybe you have been carrying. If this is something heavy, release it with love. You don't owe anyone your freedom. And then wedge. The wedge is somebody who has been trying to get between what? Between you and your peace, between you and the person you are supposed to be, you and your goal. So it's time for you to step up like you're already doing, to make decisions gradually but with purpose and protect yourself. This is very significant. So in relation to this Eight of Coins, you don't need to fight anymore. You don't need to overwork yourself anymore for somebody else's cause. The battle is over. Your protection has already been set in motion. So let the spirit, your spirit team, your spirit guides, Hecate, your intuition, let all of this energy, which is your spirituality, guide you and help you. Especially when you're tired, especially when you're doubting your path. This is what I see. So let me know what you think. If you liked it, you can like and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.